What episode is this?
15 or 16, I think.
Or 17?
Or 18.
Or 18, who knows? Maybe it's 552.
Maybe. We'll figure it out.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the show. Today we've got a special guest.
Doing a special action as well.
Hello.
Jeremy O'Donnell.
Jeremy, please state your ASL.
26, male, and Balimba.
Whoa.
You don't have to throw it, yeah.
Your basement?
You didn't hear that. That's not where we live. Yeah, and what are we doing today for the people that don't actually watch the video?
For the first time ever on an Australian sport and shit posting podcast, we have live tattooing.
Live tattooing, wow.
How exciting.
And what are you going to be tattooing today?
Branding. We're doing some branding.
Some
Branding.
off-season branding.
Got to speak into the mic there, Jeremy.
Yeah, well,
a little bit preoccupied
A little bit preoccupied, but hey, we'll get into the swing of it.
Hit it.
So you've had a rough week? Do you enjoy talking shit with your mates? Maybe you enjoy talking about sports, or maybe you enjoy a chat about pickup trucks and guns. Well, you've come to the right place. Here at the Off-Season Vintage Podcast, Kyle and Ryan wrap it all into one easy-to-listen podcast. Sit back, enjoy, and let the Off-Season boys take you on a journey. Side effects may include boosting testosterone, ear bleeds, rage, or laughter.
Look, I won't lie. I was expecting to be in a bit more pain.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
It's
Just like a little cheeky prod.
first tattoo I've received, so
First stick and poke, is it?
it is my first stick and poke.
Yeah, it really sticks and pokes you, doesn't it?
It does.
What time of the year is it, Kyle?
It is Halloween. Boom.
Oh, I thought that would go longer, but yeah, it's spooky season. Did you get dressed up on the weekend?
I did not. I had to work.
So you get dressed up. You got dressed up in your
I put on my work clothes.
work clothes.
that's pretty scary.
That is very.
and went to work.
That is genuinely terrifying. Yeah.
What night was it? Sunday.
Yeah, I believe it was the
Sunday
Sunday, but I mean,
Sunday, but everyone had the party on the Saturday, I guess.
Sunday,
yeah, it's like a long weekend of
Oh
parties.
yeah, the party, the fucking party. Let's talk about that.
The one that you weren't invited to.
Yeah, how
One
was
that
how was
One
the
that you
party?
don't, you know, no one there.
How was the party that you two went to?
yeah,
was
it
very
was
fun.
great.
That
It
you
was
two hosted.
good
Didn't
fun.
host.
The party that you two hosted
We
and I
did,
wasn't
we did
invited
not
to.
host.
Yeah, whatever.
We were murder mystery
Fake news.
suspects.
Yeah, whatever.
Neither of us did the murder.
How was it? Was it a good party?
It was a good party. No one guessed the murder. Or one person guessed the murder.
Yes. It's fun, but it's very hard to keep like 16 drunk people from just yelling
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm.
and trying to like pay attention to 16 people's alibis and
Yeah, that's true.
when people get into characters a bit too much.
Yeah, it was pretty much just a guess at the end of it. Like, no one has any idea what's going on.
1 in 16 chance.
Yeah, so there you go.
Well, yeah, fuck. Nah. Did anyone come around on Sunday? Trick or treating, kids?
No, we I think they were doing like a thing down the street, like the main street. They looked like they were having like a little marketplace. So I assume they just wanted to kind of siphon
true.
all the kids into one little area so they didn't go around bothering people that don't like Halloween.
Our neighbourhood was really good for it. It's like all the kids came
It
around.
was popping off.
Yeah, we live in a nice little child-friendly neighbourhood. They still play in the street and leave their bikes out overnight. People try and steal dogs, but they will not steal your bike.
Still kids' bikes.
Maybe you should be a trendsetter and start stealing bikes, Kyle.
Yeah, maybe.
Oi, true. There you
But,
go. Hustle for that money.
So heaps of families came. Lucky we had fucking chocolates for them.
Yeah, did you stock up?
Yeah, and the highlight was the best costume was a 14-week-old golden retriever with bat wings.
Oh, that's very cute.
Yeah,
So it was like Air
Bud.
Bud
with wings.
Bat Bud.
Bat Bud.
Um,
Yeah, no, and
That's a cute little outfit.
but apart from that, not many people kind of get around it.
Fuck, tell you what. So a lot of the Squid Game people walking around like the like jumpsuit.
Oh
with
yeah, I saw that.
there was a shit ton of Squid Game people. I don't know what the best costume I saw out in the city was.
Yeah, I saw that on the weekend. But yeah, so not many Australians like it.
Well, I mean, I think it's definitely growing, but there's still that large amount of.
I think
people
this
that are
year
like-
was bigger than.
This year was definitely the biggest year that I've seen it. I think it's because like at the end, like I used to be an opponent of it back when I was a teenager, just because I was one of those teens who was like, "Oh, I hate America. Why do we have to do American holidays?"
So
But
many
now it's just
people are
like it's
still
another
like that.
excuse to get dressed up and drunk.
Yeah,
Like, why wouldn't you want to do that? We're Australia. That's what we do. We find reasons to get drunk.
Copy America.
Yeah, exactly.
We steal things of other countries.
We follow them into war.
Exactly.
We follow them into their holidays.
God's
Thanksgiving's going to be next.
Oh, I would love to go to a traditional Thanksgiving.
Tell you what's pretty good.
We could host one.
We could host one.
We could host one.
Freaking
Is spam a traditional Thanksgiving dish?
where I come from in Hawaii.
Yeah,
yes.
turkey spam. Do they
That
have
is
like
the
a
dumbest thing you've ever
like
seen?
a giant piece of spam?
Of course
there's
you can
turkey
get
spam.
turkey spam.
It's like a giant piece of spam that's just been carved out into the shape of a turkey.
Boom, spam. Sponsor us.
You can get spam.
Spam would be the
Tater
best
tots.
sponsor.
You can get spam turkey. You can get spam broccolini.
I love sharing their spam stuff on our Instagram.
Yeah,
All the recipes and
we're gonna lead the spam revolution.
fucking oath.
No, Kyle is. You're not.
I'll
Head
stand there
on.
idly by, supporting him along the way.
You're still a
Exactly.
fake
I'll
fan.
get the questions like, "Oh, so what's your
And
favorite spam?" It's like, I've never
while-
really eaten spam.
Maybe that's what Elon Musk is going to buy when
Oh, when he's saving the world.
he ends world hunger.
Yeah,
Ending world hunger with spam.
So if the UN can give him a valid way that he can end world hunger with $6 billion,
I mean, even if they
he's going to do it.
even if they wrote something down as if he's going to be like, he'd just be the type of person that's like, oh no, that one's not possible.
Yeah, but
that's
how-
not possible.
Like realistically, how are they going to do it? How do you end world hunger? You can't.
Well, you build agricultural farms in every country,
Here we go.
and then you harvest it all
That doesn't work.
for them.
So they got to wait fucking 6 months. So they got to starve for another 6 months.
Yeah, we'll just give them fucking Maccas or something.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Give them, I don't know, a lot of food everywhere. You
Spam.
could probably organise to gather it all up and take it out there.
Oh, Ryan.
What?
Oh, well. You're talking more fucking shit than your mate Joe Rogan.
What did thank you for trying to save us, Joe, by the way.
His Instagram.
Didn't think we needed to be saved. Yeah, if any of you follow Joe on Instagram, he shared a ad that was made for the Gruen transfer, which is a like comedy show on ABC, and he shared it saying that Australia's got the worst response to COVID in the world, and we're turning into a draconian state or something like that.
We're a police
Police
dystopia.
state,
We're a
yeah.
police dystopia, yeah.
I don't even know what that second word
And then like all the
means.
top comments were like, "Yeah, I got a mate in Australia, and he just can't believe what's happening." I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, what isn't back to normal right now at this point?" Like, obviously
the
a lot.
border.
Obviously, November 16th?
No, December 17th. I think.
Nah,
December
they've-
17th.
They've changed it again
What, earlier?
later. It's
Later.
after Christmas now, yeah.
I'm just gonna have to go down to the border and
we
wave
can't-
to my parents.
We can't fly direct from Brisbane to LA. We have to go via Sydney.
So if any of you were planning on flying directly to LA from Brisbane,
Well, we are in March, so
yeah, but not right now.
yeah, but March.
Yeah, but okay,
Is that a
Right.
we including me?
If you want to come,
you can come in the luggage.
you can come if you want. In
Depending on
March.
how this tattoo turns out,
Fuck it. Jeremy's coming too. 4 of us are going.
Just
we'll make it cheaper.
So today was the beautiful running of the Melbourne Cup.
Mm.
So of course on Instagram and social media, I'm glad I'm not on social media. You get to watch everyone come out with Nup to the cup. And it's a controversial subject.
It is.
I'm not for it. I'm not against it.
Go on, say it. Say you love horses dying. Go on.
Well, that's not true.
I like horses. I'm a cowboy.
I like horse racing. I think it needs stronger regulations on who can train and how the horses are treated. Horses are bred to run. Ryan is anti-horse racing.
I'm
Yet I've
I'm
seen
not
him.
the biggest supporter.
Yet I've
of
seen
horse
him
racing.
at the races.
Okay. First of all, you
And I've
asked me
been with him
before,
when
have
he's
you
bet.
ever been to the races? 2, I don't even know how to bet on horses.
Yeah, whatever.
All these messages today that I got like floating around the group chats about like box trifectas and boxes. I'm like, this is like equation. This is like quadratic equations to me. Like this is just like A equals
So
X, Y,
anyway,
B.
well, my only thing is that I understand people being against horse racing, and I'm not bagging them in any way. I'm just saying that maybe you should do something about it and speak
Instead of
up
just
more than
one
once a
day
year.
of the year. Yeah, see, that's what I'm an opponent of.
Like there's a gazillion other horse races. There's a horse race every year except for Christmas. Like fucking do
Wonder
something
if,
then.
wonder if the horses look forward to Christmas. Just like,
Why?
oh yes, it's Christmas time. We don't have to run today.
Why? They get treated like royalty anyway.
Yeah, unless they
365 days a year.
unless they don't live up to their expected desires. In which case, it's like, well, you gotta feed my dog now,
Yeah, well, that's a bit harsh, but
bro.
whatever.
That's life, man. That's if you don't do well at your job, you're dog food.
That's not how it all goes, but
Oh, I don't know. I think I was reading something about like 20,000 or 10,000 horses or 20,000 horses get turned into a shit ton of
fucking
food
yeah,
for
the-
Europe and Japan.
People need glue, Ryan.
exactly. People need glue too.
What are the kids gonna eat? Question: either of you were you glue eaters in school?
No.
The U was it UHF? Is that like or UH?
Yeah.
Yeah, those
UCF, whatever it was.
yeah, those to be honest, those blue sticks what they had.
You didn't lick it,
I didn't lick it. They just smelt nice.
so you're a
Yeah,
Glue sniffer?
I'll
Paint
agree with
sniffer.
that. The smell of some glues were definitely enticing, but I was never game enough to eat it.
What
I
are
like the smell of petrol.
I was about to say, what are some forbidden smells that you like? Petrol's big for me.
Petrol, I
Forbidden
fucking love
smells. Yeah,
petrol.
petrol's a good smell. Who doesn't like the smell of petrol?
Probably a lot of
Fire.
people.
What would you say? Fire.
Yeah, fire's
Go
good.
hand in hand with petrol, I guess.
What forbidden smells though? I don't know what. Well, I mean, sometimes you can say your own farts,
That's forbidden.
but is it like? Because like, I mean, sometimes like you smell it and you're like, oh, it's disgusting. What have I done? And
But
other
you keep
times you're like,
smelling.
yeah, just can't stop sniffing.
If I know my diet is cooked that week and I know it's going to be bad, sometimes you got to be proud of yourself.
You're
And
not
like
sniffing?
that's
Like you make a smell
You
and you're just
avoid-
like,
you
oh my god, how
You're
am I
nut
not
sniffing it.
dying?
So
Say nut sniffing,
yeah, not sniffing.
nut sniffers.
So I've got a little bit of a rant. Just a little one.
just
Is
another
this
week in the off-season podcast.
About
Yeah.
petrol stations.
It's nothing about petrol stations,
Shit.
but it involves cars. So,
Like the movie or
nah, not the movie.
ka-chow.
So, I was at work the other day, and I was out the front of work.
Mm-hmm.
I just asked this lovely gentleman to leave the venue,
Mm-hmm.
and he called me every name under the fucking sun. Anyway, so he's
What, like-
left.
Sam,
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Anyway, so he's left. He's outside. He's still fucking hurling abuse at me.
Mm-hmm.
You're this, you're that, blah, blah, blah.
Good dog.
And then he stands there, lights up a cigarette, and leans on my car.
Did he know it was your car?
Nah, he didn't know it was my car.
Ooh.
But I didn't say anything because I thought this fucking junkie's going to do something dumb.
Yeah, I know. As if you'd like out yourself and was like, hey,
Yeah.
get off my car. It's like, oh, this is your
So
car.
anyway, so he's leant on my car.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then it got me thinking, like, and I was watching then in the car park, like, it's a busy car park. How many people fucking lean on cars that aren't theirs?
I only ever do it if it's like a friend's car and like I'm with the friend.
Yeah, but like you
Probably
lean
not.
on them because you know who they are.
Yeah. Well, who goes around slashing tires? Remember that one lady that
Oh,
night?
yeah, fuck.
That was a funny story. Was she going off at us when we drove into the car park?
Yeah, so
Well,
some junkie thought that we stole her drugs, which we fucking had just been out at Macca's or something.
no, I think we were just getting home from the pub.
Oh, so we were pissed. Okay, cool.
No, we weren't pissed. I think you just finished work or something. I don't know.
Okay.
We're going to hang with Moy.
All right, so we get home, and then some chick comes to the door and fucking flips out at us. Next morning, fucking boom, tires slashed.
Yeah.
Can't
That's-
drive anywhere.
Get that up here.
Exactly. Cop that, you fucking.
And we're not
dog.
saying it was her,
But it was fucking her.
but it was probably going to be her.
It was 100% her.
I wasn't in
Yeah.
town that day.
So, she would be good.
But
So
yeah.
if you're
So leaning on cars and then fucking slashing tires.
so if you're that lady out there and
You're
you're
a
listening
dog.
to this podcast,
probably fucking
you're a
drinks
fucking
at the
dog.
pub.
Can't believe it.
Wouldn't surprise me if she drinks there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you want to hit Faxtory?
Yeah, we're gonna change things up a little
Because we got a nice little.
got a nice. Is it nice?
Well, we got a little fucking.
Got a little life advice and scenario
You ready?
advice. I'm pretty much ready. Yeah, might as well.
Ready? Here we go. Fucking boom, boom, boom.
Fire away.
Bang.
And today, everyone, we're going to be learning about badges. No other reason for this other than the fact that I love badges. I think they're pretty cool. And don't fuck with badgers if you're ever around one. Let's see. What do we have here first? There are 11 species of badgers. They're grouped up into 3 types. There's the Eurasian badger, the honey badger, and the American badger. Did any of you know that?
The honey
no?
badger.
Yeah, the honey. Everyone knows the honey badger. Everyone's seen that video.
I knew of 2.
Yeah, 2, yeah. I
The
know
bloke who turned down 2 chicks on The Bachelor.
oh, yeah. The
The
rugby
honey badger.
union player, the honey badger. Yes. That's the 4th type. They're found in North America, Ireland, Great Britain, and most of Europe. There's some species in Japan, China, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Honey badger is in sub-Saharan Africa. It's crazy. They live in dry, open grasslands, fields, and pastures. The average lifespan of a wild one is between 4 and 10 years. But in captivity, they've lived to be 26 years old. It's an old badger. They have short, fat bodies with short legs for digging, elongated weasel-like heads with small ears. They're very cute.
Maybe I'm a honey badger.
Maybe you are a bit of a honey badger. They grow around 90 centimeters in length, and they weigh up to 9 to 18 kilograms.
Yeah, it
That
does.
is a chonky little boy. Behavior of badgers differs in species, but all the shelter underground. Some live in burrows called sets. Some of them live together in little clans. That's pretty cool. Called, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's CETES, seats. They're territorial. Most territories are about 8 to 10 square kilometers. That's a pretty big territory for one little badger.
Yeah, right.
There are lots of different types of sets in a territory, but the main set is the biggest. So they have little armies in different little sets. They're incredibly clean. They will not defecate in their set, so they're not like Zuko.
So they're like pigs.
Well, look at this. I'm just picking all the clean animals that we have around.
Exactly.
They're nocturnal, so they're most active at night. They have acute hearing and an excellent sense of smell. They're omnivores. They mainly feed on earthworms. They also eat young rabbits, mice, rats, voles, moles, hedgehogs, frogs, slugs, and snails. And eat wheat, acorns, fruits, nuts, bulbs. They do not hibernate, but they do become less active in winter.
Interesting.
A male badger is called a boar, and a female is called a sow, and the young are called cubs. Give birth between 4 and 5 of them, and they're quite fierce animals. They can kill packs of dogs. They'll fight off packs of dogs, and they'll fight off large animals like wolves and bears, which I think is pretty crazy considering how small they are. And the biggest threat to badgers are cars.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, there's a couple more, but what more do you need to know about badgers? They're great.
Wisconsin badgers.
So, for any of our British listeners, which I'm pretty sure it might just be Michael, have you ever had an interaction with a badger?
Aren't they in fucking America too?
Yeah, but I never saw a badger in America. I saw raccoons, skunks.
Wisconsin
Because
badgers.
you didn't see one, they don't exist in America.
No, I'm not
Exactly.
saying that. I'm just saying I never interacted with one in America.
That's
Although I'd want to.
Oh, because you've interacted with a lot of animals in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I
Fucking
think you
skunks?
you very well did.
You held skunks,
No, well, you're not allowed to
mean-
go up to them. They have rabies.
so you didn't interact with any.
If you
What do you call walking home from Denny's at 3 a.m.?
yeah, and then having a little army of skunks walking next to you.
Cooked.
Yeah, it was great. It was the greatest thing in the world. Some of them would do their little handstand that they do, where they stand on their front legs and stick their butt up in the air and
It was
their
the
tail.
fucking acid.
It was not
Can you press the home
From
button
Denny's?
on the thing, Ryan?
the what?
The home button.
The home button.
Thanks, mate.
But yeah, there you go. That's Faxtory. Throwing you off a little bit. You're not near the end of the episode, guys. Don't worry.
They're like, wow, they really shortened this to 20 minutes.
Thank God.
Are we even going to discuss any sport this week?
Probably not.
There is no sport this week.
No, my team won, so I'd be happy to talk about it.
Dolphins lost. That's all that matters again.
I'm sorry. Wait, who did you just lose to?
Bills.
That's
Oh,
not-
man,
that's
come
not-
on, you could write that off at the start of the season.
Nah, mate. Nothing but W's I saw.
Nothing
Another
but-
perfect season.
Hey,
Only
no-
team to have a perfect season, baby. 1972.
Oh, wow, never heard that before.
Yeah, well, probably because you're a fucking...
Getting them dubs.
Yeah, 'cause you're a fucking stupid Seahawks, man.
Oh, I'm not stupid.
They lose.
No, we didn't.
They lose.
Anyway,
So, with this little special episode,
special.
we got Jeremy here.
Jeremy.
We're going to talk a few
Do we have music for Jeremy?
serious situations in the world.
In the world of dating, mental health,
Men, women, they, them.
everything in
Demis.
between, demis.
You should hit the second one on the left.
The applause? Oh, yeah, wait.
You won't have to say it out loud.
And so here is Jeremy.
Woo!
No, we're still tuning in. I don't have headphones.
The cheers are finished.
Yeah.
They've stopped cheering you. So anyway, Jeremy has been a good friend of ours for
Many a year.
many, many years. I'm going to say maybe 10 years.
Me and Ryan met on Xbox in, I want to say,
Okay.
2008, 2009.
Yeah,
that
it would have
doesn't
been
count.
around
And
then.
then I think I
Or
probably
more than
connected
two.
with you probably around 2008, 2009 as well, just through knowing these guys.
Probably because I fucking made the hottest debut for Mullumbimby Giants ever.
Yeah, you had 3 runs.
minus
-2 meters,
minus 50 meters,
like 3 missed tackles.
1 made tackle.
Yeah,
But
one
you
made tackle where you
But you
definitely
looked good doing it.
He did. He looked great in that.
He looked
uniform.
professional. He's still wearing the footy shorts to this day.
I'm wearing Parramatta footy shorts.
Shut
Zach
up.
is hard somewhere.
He doesn't listen.
Yeah, so anyway, so we've all known each other for a long, long time. And we've all been there through thick and thin together. Some thicker than others.
Dummy thick.
So Jeremy's gone through a rough time lately. A couple of breakups. A couple of broken hearts. I don't know how to...
Couple of
Yeah,
heavy experiences.
yeah,
we
Heavy
call it.
experiences in life. Life experiences. Life has punched him very hard. So we've got him here to talk a little bit about mental health and relationships. So my first question for Jeremy is, this will depend on which way we go here, did the relationships affect your mental health, or did your mental health affect the relationships?
I don't think it was one way or another. I mean, like, they're both kind of come hand in hand. You're like, if your mental health is like down and you're feeling pretty bad, like, that's obviously going to affect your relationship. Or if your relationship isn't going the way you'd hope or you plan, then that's obviously going to affect your mental health. So, I mean, no one is, perfect.
It's
No
like-
one's perfect. No
it's like
relationship
yin
is
and
perfect.
yang.
So
Yeah, exactly.
it's all about balance of having both, and then also having a healthy relationship. That way you can also have a healthy mental health as well, and vice versa as well.
Or at least set yourself up to have like an easier time with your mental health if you've got
And-
someone that you can rely on.
Exactly.
And these all come to substances as well, illegal narcotics that you like to dabble in.
Not in this household.
Not in this household, but
No, not at all.
that you dabbled in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you were addicted. And we're not talking fucking heroin or anything. Let's just
No.
clear that up right now.
Just gateway drugs.
Gateway drugs. So
Just a little bit of crack.
So acid. So like marijuana,
Yeah.
which I don't know. I don't smoke it, but you smoked it. You
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. And
You've given it up now.
Yeah, I'm sober. Well, I'm sober from it for about a month now, but I will say I'm a sober of abuse free. Because probably for the last nearly year and a half, I would say the longest I'd go without it would have been maybe a week. And I was nearly doing it consistently, nearly every day after work, using it as a form of escape from my own anxiety, mental health,
Yeah.
and just boredom, really.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where it was no longer helping. It
Yeah.
no longer was an escape. It was more a necessity that I needed to go do it so I could just essentially let my mind go blank.
Yeah, it was more of a what's the word?
Escape.
Routine. I'd say
Yeah.
it was like a routine.
Almost like a routine.
Almost. It was like I
True.
don't even know. Like I'm not even doing this out of enjoyment anymore. I'm just
Oh,
doing it
it's just
because
no,
it's what I do.
Definitely there were days where I was meant to go out and get stuff done, but I'd wake up and,
Punch a Billy.
rip a cone and then just potato out for the rest of the day.
Nice.
And then, self-hate myself for the next couple of hours, next couple of days because I didn't go and do what I was meant to do.
True. It happens. So, do you think that this happened after? So, you obviously went from like a healthy, happy relationship.
Yeah,
With
shout out to Anna.
Okay, well,
Shout
shout
out
out,
to
shout
Anna.
out to Anna. We
Oh,
all love
she's
Anna.
Everyone loves Anna.
Good fan of the show, apparently.
She
Yeah,
is.
she does
writes
listen,
in
she
every
does
now and
comment.
then. Yeah, she's a good lass.
Anyway, so shout out to Anna. Nothing but positive vibes here.
Yeah.
So you've gone from a positive relationship with Anna,
Shout out to
and
Anna.
then do you shout out to Anna? Anyway, and then do you think that's what's kick-started this, or you've started seeing someone else, which we'll get to, and that's just a little bit toxic, for a lesser word?
As in, because I left that past relationship is when I started
Yeah.
abusing. I mean, no. Like, I don't think the loss of relationship was the reason why I do it. I did, or went to that time of my life. I feel as though there was a lot of other contributing factors post that breakup that definitely led to it.
But I feel like as well, because it was such a good relationship, that it made it harder, like post that relationship. You know what I mean? Because it was like such a good spot to be in. like with support.
Oh, absolutely. That was the healthiest relationship I've ever been in.
Yeah.
So did you like? Well, it was marijuana, obviously. Did you smoke when you were with her
Yeah, I did.
regularly?
No. It was definitely more of a delicacy, I guess.
A delicacy.
I might have done it like on the weekend. I would have done it on the weekends.
Yeah, like Coke. Kidding.
Delicious
That's
cola.
mine.
Delicious cola.
No, well, yeah, I think we've all been down a road of, I want to say substance abuse, but without that sounding like a junkie.
Some form of
Substance
some
abuse.
form of reliance.
Fuck, like I went through, not like deflecting this off you to myself, but
Yeah, no, you got a sad story, but
but this is sadder.
let me talk about my sadder story.
No, but like relating to the fucking situation.
Yeah. I know.
Went through a bad breakup, and then when I went back to work in Sydney, like hanging out with the boys in the clubs and like nightclubs.
We're on.
we're on. We're on. Nah, but like, so you're doing secchi and all that, and dudes are taking bags in the toilets, and you're going in there and taking the bags. You're like, give me the bag or I'm calling the cops. And you're getting bags, and you just
What do I
racking
do?
lines all
What do I
fucking-
do with this bag?
all week, all night. So, like, I understand that, and I feel like I definitely ended up diving into that. It's a little bit too much. It's a lot easier when it's free, though. But I think that's what pushed me was a breakup.
Yeah.
But it was toxic to start with. But anyway, that's just fucking how it is, I suppose. So then you've obviously gone from positive relationship. You've then started smoking.
I mean, like, yeah, like post that breakup, it definitely came to a point where it was like an uptick.
Yeah.
Like I moved out of the place we were in. Like Ryan and I moved in with each other, just ourselves.
You just lived together before?
Yes, we lived together
Canada.
in Canada for 8 months, I want to say.
No, I meant like
Before that?
Before, yes, we were living together when
you were with Anna.
we were together, yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like once me and Ryan moved out, it was just kind of like, yeah, a boy's house.
Boys.
Boys crack den.
The boys were on. It was a crack then too.
It was a crack home.
I did have to
cottage.
drop something off one day and just jump through the fucking window.
Yeah, I had to jump through the window.
There was
myself
no fucking.
out.
That was the easiest house to break into.
Yeah, and we never got broken into. Probably because it was the shittest house in the street.
true.
So everyone walking past, like scouting out, would be like, "There's nothing." in
They
there."
would have left us money because they felt sorry for
These
us.
guys probably only have crack. Anyway, yeah. So you've moved in with Ryan, who's probably a fucking bad influence.
Hey,
I don't know.
Ryan's a fucking party boy.
hey, I like to have a good time.
Doesn't invite you to any of those parties, does he?
Yeah, no, exactly my point. Wouldn't know if he parties or not. Yeah, so you've started living with Ryan, and that's just
That's where it all goes downhill, man.
it's just sent you down the fucking rabbit hole.
I
Then
wouldn't say so. I think we are definitely.
dabbled
No, I'd say we are.
in the finer pleasures of
What
life.
would you say? Like we rolled off
Video
one another.
games.
We rolled off one another.
There you go, guys. It just shows that video games don't help you.
Video games are a
Gateway.
gateway thing to a lazy lifestyle.
Exactly. So don't play video games. Unless it's FIFA.
But which you lose to Ryan too. And then, so yeah, we're in the house, and then
You started talking to a new lady.
time to be time to be single.
Yeah, like
Torn.
I went
Time to be single. The boys
Yeah.
are on.
So
We're
like
on.
single first time in
Both of them are single too by now.
a 4-year relationship.
Ryan's newly single. Jeremy's newly
so-
single.
Like the one thing I kind of wanted to do when I first became single again.
Oh,
is
yeah.
like I didn't put it this way, but I had a girl put it this way to me. But she said go through my hoe phase.
That is exactly a real thing, and it is 100% recommended.
And so
Are we
I mean,
done here, or are
I
we still going?
know if you want to I can do another layer.
I don't mind.
Yeah, it looks alright.
Yeah, we'll see how it
We'll see how
goes.
it goes.
We'll put it up on Instagram.
And so
Shout out to my new tattoos, Jeremy O'Donnell.
yeah, I'm
Up the jazz.
professional. This is definitely sanitary. So I went through probably about 2 or 3 months post breakup of. No, I'm not going to say hoe phase. I didn't really do that all that much because I'm autism. I'm just not good at using words and initiation.
He
and
can't
everything.
talk to women, is what he's trying
Yeah,
to say. He's a shy boy.
Half of them never reply.
I didn't say that he can't. Wait, he can talk to women, but he's just a shy boy.
That and usually my opening line was like, "Hey, I shit my pants. Can I hop in yours?"
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I didn't really take it seriously, but anyway, I end up meeting a girl on Hinge, and
Shout out to Hinge.
yeah, shout out to Hinge. It's definitely more effective.
Hooking
app,
the
I
boys
find.
up.
Sponsored by Hinge.
Yeah.
The
But-
app that's made to be
yeah.
deleted.
But there's also, just before I get into this as well, there's always two sides of every story, and I can only speak from my side. So I will change details. I'm not going to name names.
It's all fake.
Just out of respect to the other person, because I don't really want to start a witch hunt or anything, or be a rude person to that, because I think they deserve their privacy, and I'm not going to try and hang shit on them.
Their address is.
Yeah,
One
so
four.
end up meeting a girl on Hinge, and we met up probably after a few weeks of matching, just because schedules didn't match up when we first kind of met. She tried to get me to come out one night, but I was a grandpa in bed at 8 o'clock.
Nice.
That is true. He was a grandpa.
So we eventually then, she came over to mine. We ended up, hooking up.
Ooh, where's the fucking
and
sounds?
there's no sound for that. I don't
Sounds.
think.
I've actually got some recorded from that time.
Yeah.
So you're hooking up.
Yeah, so we hooked up, and then I don't know, I guess things like pretty much immediately after that kind of took a bit of a twist. I learned some things about her that were traumatic for her, and we went through a phase of, I think, blame initially, and then it got to a point where we were actually, we didn't have a date, but it was very much exclusively just casually seeing each other.
So you're casual, but you're exclusive.
Yeah. And we were like that from about April last year till, it was on Easter last year, up until July this year now.
Yep.
And so we had that relationship. There were definitely times where cracks began to form. We both said things to one another that were unfair, unjust, and hurt one another. It was not a perfect relationship. But there's definitely I felt a form of trust and care with one another no matter what happened. I always felt we were very, very respectful of one another, and tried not to overstep any boundaries. I'm not innocent of that. I definitely said some things that still make me, cringe and make me feel like I'm a terrible human. Even though at the time I didn't mean what I said. It was merely making an offhand joking comment, and she did the very same about something with me. So
It happens. It goes back and forth.
yeah, so
Things get said. In every relationship, but like even healthy ones.
yeah, and I do want to say she was also a really big supporter of me going and getting my mental health check as well. She pushed me a lot. She told me about her own experiences with going to see a psychiatrist, and so she was a really big supporter of me going and doing this. And it was kind of ironic. I'd end up going there for the past 6 months with nothing but relationship issues I'd talked to my psych about with this relationship. I think initially I went in not with all that many issues. I thought about it. I wanted to just kind of talk about my own personal kind of over self-judgment and doubt I have in myself and how I perceive myself in other people's eyes.
Yeah.
Which I think everyone kind of does, but I think I was at a point in my life where I had kind of in a really unhappy job, unhappy kind of lifestyle, and just didn't really have anything that was motivating me to make a change.
Yeah. So do you think the psych helped?
Absolutely. I honestly advise anyone who is ever feeling down or have questions they don't have answers to go and get it. You can go to your GP.
How do you end world hunger?
I mean, that's a big question.
Can we
Give me $6 billion and I can tell
Getting
you.
a psychologist back. Can we call Elon just for a second? I got something I want to ask him.
Yeah, honestly, best thing to do is go to your GP. If you're an Australian citizen, go to your GP. You can set up a mental health plan. You get
See, I don't think many people know that.
No, like literally, I went in and saw my GP and said, look, my mental health is pretty crap. I want to set up a mental health plan. And she said, yep, sweet, no worries. Fill out this questionnaire, do this, and come back. And once you got that filled out, we can work on it. So I did that, came back, and she essentially said, look, we can set you up with psychiatrists. You get 6 free sessions, or you get 6 sessions that are all bulk billed. You get refunded a certain X amount. And then after that, you just need to get another referral, you get another 4. So you get literally 10, like $30 psych sessions a year. I think with this year, you also get an extra 10 because of COVID. I found that out today.
Like 6 months worth of.
Yeah, and also every year you essentially get 10. So I usually go once a month.
So have Christmas off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going early actually, speaking of which, I went earlier this evening.
Yeah.
And it was probably the healthiest I felt going into a session, even after the crappy month I've had.
Yeah.
And it was healthy going in there and kind of I had answers to a lot of questions I had been asking for the past few months. And honestly, some of those answers weren't the ones I wanted. They were ones I felt I was cheated into getting and didn't feel fulfilling. But I had answers and I had a resolve to this relationship issue I was having.
Yeah.
And it was good to go in there and, talk to him about it and, bounce off him and having an unbiased feedback.
Yeah.
Which is one of the best things I've found about having a psych. Is someone who doesn't really know anything about me, doesn't know about the situation with any other people I'm with, but can just give me unbiased, healthy feedback.
Yeah, true. See, I've never been to one, so
I just want to say, I want to add in, if you have gone to one and you didn't like the experience with that person, don't just give up after one.
Oh yeah,
go and see other people as well,
yeah,
because you are going to find one that when you do talk to them, you'll find something just clicks, and they'll be a good person for you to talk to over and over again. So don't give up after.
Yeah,
just one.
by all means, I know people who have gone to a psych, didn't like the person they had, didn't really feel that connection with them, and they just go and ask for someone else, and you are completely entitled to do that. You can do that.
Call them a dog.
And I mean, the psych won't hold it against you because their main mission is to make sure you're okay, and it's nothing.
Make that government money.
They're not going to take it as an insult. You going, oh, I didn't really feel the connection, feedback with you. I'm going to go to someone else.
Well, there you go.
They'll just shit talk you in their psych chat that they have. This person came to me and he didn't even want me anymore.
Yeah, and
well, there you go. I never knew half of that, so you can get some free sessions.
The more you know.
Also, as well, Lifeline's number is 13 11 14. Beyond Blue is 1300 22 4636. Just so you know, you've always got someone to ring if you need someone.
Or you can
also just call the off-season
vintage
yeah,
page.
I told you guys you need a burner phone and just literally put the number up when you're recording and have people call up.
We'll fucking talk to you.
Would we be able to get a recorded comment or
you'd have to ask
talking,
which one you wanted to talk about.
Can we get them talking to come through the?
Yes.
Oh yeah, if you connect a phone, I'm assuming.
Remember we watched that frog stream?
Yeah, true.
We can. If,
no, it was a lizard, wasn't he? Wasn't he a
so maybe if you'd prefer to send your questions in via a voice memo,
a gecko,
you can. Voice memo your questions.
Yeah.
We can just play them on air for you.
You guys suck.
What is this shit? But if you do the voice memo thing, we can't ask our own questions. Oh, excuse me.
Well, did you have any more questions, Kyle?
I'm coming better. For Jeremy.
Yeah, I think there were a few more in there, weren't there?
Yeah. Oh, if I don't die first.
It's not a COVID cough.
Vape, bro.
It's on the lounge. I did have a couple, but did you, because you lived in Canada, which was before all this, where you were with someone when you went to Canada?
Yeah, I was with Venna.
Yeah.
We met each other early in
just
that
before
year.
you left, eh?
Yeah, and we were
on
dating
Tinder.
for
Shout out Tinder.
Yeah, shout out to Tinder. Tinder work.
Were you ripping into the gear before you left?
I had never touched.
Speaking of ripping into
I
the
never
gear,
touched
here comes the big dog.
any weed or anything before I went to Canada. I think that.
Can you pass me that vape, Mitch?
That came
When you're
with
about to
moving
put
over
your
there.
butt on? No, not that one.
Okay.
On the lounge.
I
am listening.
That came with living over there because it was
Legal.
legal in a sense. It was recreational use. Was it recreational use over there? No,
Well,
I think it was.
a lot of places.
You could sell it. You could buy from a dispensary. I think it was decriminalized. I think is the right word.
When
It was medicinal.
Just a little side note, when we went to Seattle, Ryan took me to a dispensary.
We've already told this story. I'm pretty
Have
sure.
we?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
Oh, okay, don't
We
worry about it.
we walked in.
it's hell
I said
fun,
a couple of words. We
Okay,
walked out
whatever.
of joints, and you were like, "What
Hell
the
fun.
fuck?"
Eh?
Sorry, fuck. We've just told all their stories. We're just repeating ourselves.
Yeah, that's what podcasts
What is
are
this,
for,
episode
isn't
2?
it?
Yeah, so you started using it in Canada. Plus,
Yeah.
everything's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, like
And
and
better.
like, and it's like legal over there, so I didn't want to. I was a good boy. I didn't want to break.
Didn't want to do
rules.
anything illegal.
Yeah,
When in Rome.
Yeah, so that's where it started there, and I think the reason why I kind of got hooked on it so much over there was because you actually had that safe selection of knowing what you're getting, rather over in Australia, you're just like, I just want the green stuff.
Do people the Queen? Do people still buy it illegally?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're underage, I think a lot of underage
yeah, that
kids will
makes
just
sense.
buy it. And then if a lot of people that just know people that grow, buy it off them instead of going to the store.
True.
Got to support local businesses.
Exactly. Support small businesses.
Support your farmers.
If anyone needs my drug dealer's number, hit me up.
Is it just your number?
Just message the off-season page.
Pharmacist.
Nah, yeah. Anyway, Ryan.
Let's see. What do I write down? Well, I've already kind of gone over the advice for someone in a similar situation. Go get some help. Yeah. Aside from drugs, what are some vices you use as an escape that you would deem healthy and advise other people to do?
That were healthy?
Yeah.
Healthy vices and such thing.
I mean, recently it's me running a lot, going to the gym.
Running is a good one.
I feel like that's not a vice, though.
Running?
It's
Running's
Is
a,
a vice just saying that's bad for you?
No. A vice.
yeah, my vice
Yeah.
is tattooing people.
A vice is like anything you can use. Anything you use to kind of help yourself.
Escape.
Well, yeah, recently it's running, going to the gym. I'm aiming to try and get four times a week.
Yep.
And in doing so, this past,
Do you run to the gym?
I mean, the gym's 2 kilometers away, so I'd rather drive, and it's pretty hilly. I just usually run at the gym, or I go for a run around the park here.
Around the gym.
Our gym's too small. It's
Do you know what I would like to use for an escape?
what's that?
Going to a party that my friends won't invite me to.
We don't make the parties. We're not the
Dogs.
host.
Yeah.
We can't just invite you to a party you don't know the
Dogs.
host.
Oh, Mitch, did you get an invite? Exactly, Mitch didn't get an invite.
Mitch was working.
Yeah.
He was he was working.
No Halloween parties for the
Your
boys.
Halloween party was
Me
his
and
work.
Mitch just sat there in silence.
The kitchen is a party.
We did nothing. Anyway.
Yes, and then my other one was, is it just me or are all your roommates really sexy?
They're all in front of me
There's
right
literally the
now.
whole house
Yeah,
here.
everyone's in here. Even the animals.
Heather's doing a dance. So yeah, all my lovely roommates are very sexy, except Zuko. I'm sorry, but Zuko is a poop maniac, and he's not sexy. There's
Yeah,
nothing sexy
he
about
did,
poop.
He did poop on the floor today. We're very sad.
I rate Zuko.
Look, everyone rates him. Look at him. He's cute. Little bean. Little pig.
Here he
Potbelly pig.
comes.
Oh yeah, show him into the camera.
For all of you audio listeners, this is great.
Yeah, they're just like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
just encourage people to watch the video. There's a dog in the screen. Look at him.
floating dog.
flying
Gives them
around.
YouTube views.
It's beautiful. Look at that snoot. That's going to be a great shot. Which one?
The bottom one.
What made it so toxic?
Yeah. That
Oh
one.
yeah, what made your relationship so toxic?
Now I would say I never saw it when I was in the midst of the relationship. Obviously, I felt I was, blinded by love, blinded by I'd only see the good in the person.
So do you think you love this lady?
Yes. Well,
Woofed.
well, if you want me to get into it,
Of course I want you to get into it. This is hard-hitting journalism.
like when I tried to have the conversation with her saying, hey, I think we should sit down and have a talk, I never got the chance to have that talk in person, because when I said that to her, she didn't respect the boundary of me saying, I want to do it in person. I need to write what I want to say down first because I want to articulate myself properly and express myself properly. And before I could even have the chance to kind of, set up that boundary, or even after I kind of did set up that boundary, she said to me, is it because I've been manipulating you? And that is a loaded response coming from someone that you care and love. And when you're in such a vulnerable spot trying to say to them that I love you, it in that moment, it ripped me apart.
As it would.
And, you know, after seeing this girl for over a year, sharing a lot of trauma and experiences with her, I would have thought that there would have been that at least a level of respect and care not to do that to one another.
Yeah.
Especially after everything we've been through. And so before I could even say my piece, I got told that. And so, like, when I initially heard that, I was kind of really upset and devastated. And I ended up just telling her that I loved her in that moment because I had nothing else to say, really. It didn't really matter if I said it or not because I already knew what the response is going to be to me saying that.
Yeah.
But I had to get it out. And that phone call eventually ended with her saying, "We're not right for each other. Sorry that I don't feel this way about you, but that's the way things are." And then we didn't speak for 2 months. We said we were going to speak when we both sobered up from that phone call, but never made contact with one another. And so, 2 months passed of me feeling like I had been used, that entire relationship, that everything that we did meant nothing, essentially. And I was just this offhand piece that she just discarded. I finally ended up contacting her after 2 months, being like, "Hey, can we talk about what you said?" Because that's been the main reason why I've been going to therapy for the past 2 months, and I just wanted closure. And I messaged her saying as nicely as I could, just leaving it open for her just to give me some type of response, being either apologising or even if she felt like she wanted to blame me for those reasons, she was completely entitled to do that. But the response I got back was very bland, very offhanded, and didn't acknowledge any of my concerns and feelings. And so from that point, I knew that I wasn't going to get anything from her that was going to be beneficial to my mental health or to anything regarding between us two. So from that point then, I knew I had to probably cut her off from my life and from my memories. So I deleted everything in my phone from her, any personal belongings I had that reminded me of her, deleted her number, deleted every message she sent me, essentially. And that had been it. She sent me a parcel with some of my belongings that I had left at hers, and I didn't know how to handle that. It was a very nice gesture of her to return those items.
A parcel.
Yeah, a parcel.
She sent you a parcel.
A parcel of some things. Yeah, I didn't expect her to come and give it to me in person.
I would have been over there. Fucking give it to me.
I mean, it wasn't a whole lot. It was like
Take
it was
it-
like three or
take it
four. It was
back.
like 3 or 4
Give it to me in
items.
person.
Yeah.
And
Don't be a coward. Come and see me.
it was a nice gesture. But when I opened up the parcel,
It was all cut up.
it smelled like her perfume.
Oh, she did that on purpose.
I don't really care if she did it on purpose or not, but at that moment then, I had all those memories and
Come rushing
feelings come
back.
flashing back. So the only thing I could do from that point to make me feel better and in the spirit of the moment, I burnt it all.
Oh, fat.
Yeah.
Anything good in there?
There was some things I spent a lot of money on,
Fuck.
which I don't really care. It's monetary
It's
value.
just- yeah, it's just
It
money.
doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter in the end. But since that moment then, I felt like I've moved on a whole lot more and feeling better about it. But at the same time, it's now left me with questions of having self-doubt, looking at myself and how I handle relationships of, am I being used? Am I being mistreated? What red flags am I completely missing? Like, there's been many times in that relationship where Ryan had said, that's pretty cooked, that's pretty fucked, and raised them to me. But because I was just, so blindly in love and caring about this person, I, discarded it and discarded Ryan's concerns, in which I have apologised to him about.
Ryan doesn't know women at all.
I was
So.
I was like a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Buzz, buzz.
And and then looking back in hindsight, there were a lot of things that, were very true about what he said. And even though, I mean, it's true that I was manipulated. Like, there were things that she did that I look back now, I think, fuck, that is really unhealthy for me to let slide or leave me to let essentially get walked over.
Yeah, but you don't think about it when you're into
Like,
the chick.
red flag, fake crying. Don't ever fucking do that.
Oof.
That is manipulation in its fucking purest form.
Well, I'm
no
guilty.
matter-
I
no
can
ma-
fake cry.
No matter if you're joking or
what you
not,
ain't crying to me
that's
all
it's
for.
fucked. And especially for someone who cares, and doing it to someone who cares about you, that's fucked. Like I told Ryan about that, and he said I can understand. You know, he said what girls that he knows does it to other.
I know girls that can like do it, but not like to people that they know. It's just like if it's a dude trying to get with them on a night out,
Start
or something
crying.
like that. Yeah, or it's like you're hanging out with this dude for a night, and you're just I don't know.
Next
and
time a
he's
chick hits
been-
on me at the
and he's
bar, I'm just
been
going
a
to start
bit of
crying.
being a bit of a creep. Just let out the fake cry. Get what you want from them and go.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Knock that hustle. Get that hustle. Get that shmoney.
Get them drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So it started off good, and then
Oh,
just turned
it
toxic.
started off really really nice. I thought we were connecting a lot. We were going on dates.
I say
Heck,
it started off fast.
It started off fast. I think
it went
maybe
fast.
2 months in, I proposed to her with a.
Wait,
with-
what?
Hey, let me finish off this sentence. I proposed to her with a ring pop. Like as a joke, we were out on a date, and I got on one knee and proposed to her with a ring
God.
pop.
Wow.
Like she knew I was going to do it because we joked about it in the store, but whatever.
I hope so.
But yeah, it started off fast. It was very passionate at the start, I'd say.
Woofed.
You can say that.
Like
Hot-
and we
Hot and steamy.
like we definitely enjoyed ourselves like that first couple of months.
It was a small house, man.
Ryan, you're not innocent in this. I heard you a lot as well.
I know. This isn't about me.
Roommate tings.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, true.
Yes, but like again, no relationship is perfect, and sometimes you need some outside perspective.
We didn't listen to it anyway.
I didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to a lot of people when I should have.
No
but,
one ever listens to me.
I've done that a lot.
I'm upset that you didn't introduce me to her either.
I almost certainly sent you a message about her.
Yeah, I know.
You would not have gotten along.
Oh, she would hate you.
She would have absolutely.
I'm pretty sure when I talked to
hated your guts.
pretty sure when I talked to her about you, she was like, "I hate this guy."
Wow.
Yeah.
To be
She would
fair,
have absolutely
she
fucking
said
hated
that about Kurt as well.
Yeah, well,
So
Kurt's
you and
hateable.
Kurt are best mates.
Kurt's hateable, and I'm a lot more likable than Kurt. Fucking Jesus Christ.
We're also filming in front of a live audience. We've got 3 people this time.
You know, and a dog and a cat.
I don't know how to get to me. We got some. Oh, is there anything else we want to touch on with
You got any other questions for me?
heartbreak and tribulations of Jeremy?
No, I don't think there's anything in here that we haven't covered.
Again, also, this isn't very healthy of me to be just like unloading shit onto her.
So if
in
the
this- She's
She's not
lady,
gonna listen.
if
Yeah,
the
no,
lady
yeah.
wants to come on and show her
No, I
response,
mean, if she wants to, I doubt
Reach
she'll send me a
out.
message. She's blocked me.
yeah,
But
but she hasn't blocked me.
Jerry.
no, but like it is unfair of me. It's unhealthy and unfair of me to come on here and hang this shit. But at the same time,
Yeah, but you're not bagging her.
yeah, I'm trying.
Nothing-
Yeah,
Nothing
But the
bad
same-
was
but-
said.
yeah.
That's for the next episode.
yeah. But at
It
the
was
same,
all respectful.
at the
I
same
feel like
time, I
there's
just
people
wanted
in
to
this
put
room
things-
that
I
want
just
to say
wanted to-
things.
Question for the audience.
put things into perspective about how it made me.
Oh, how do you feel about the future? That's a
Yeah,
good
you
question.
just
Um,
optimistic.
A whole lot better than what. Oh, hang on. We talked about this at therapy today. Like I feel like it is going to get brighter. But at the moment, I am in a stage where I have to put myself first. I have to remove myself from situations which are going to be unhealthy because I still am hung up. And I still feel like I am seeking validation from a place I'm not going to get it from. And that's her. Even though we'll probably never talk again and nothing's ever going to happen. But it's almost like I'm always, and it was like this in the relationship, trying to seek validation from her because I essentially craved it. But besides that, I am now, 1 month sober. I'm running, working out.
Getting his
I'm
summer
getting outside,
hot
in
guy
the sun a
bottom.
lot more. I'm not leaving myself trapped inside. I'm going to try and learn to surf.
Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. Grow his hair long.
Essentially, trying to remove
Move to
myself
Coolangatta.
from crappy influences and stop. Yeah, moving to the Gold Coast,
Move
crappy
to
influences.
Coolangatta.
Eh?
I hear that Aiden's got a spare room.
Yeah, no, he did offer it to me, but I just signed on for another 12 months. I think
You could
I
stay
know.
there on the weekend.
I might go over there and just steal his hot water system.
Lots of young.
Sure,
Why?
we do need a hot water system at the
Any
moment.
hot water
Yeah,
system.
it's fucked.
You can't have a hot
Blew
shower.
a lid on it. We can't have a hot water. Can't have a hot shower.
Shouldn't your landlord fix that?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude came over today.
Dude
and he
came
took
around
one
today.
look at it. He was
We-
like, "It's fucked."
And I knew that. I literally sent photos and videos to our landlord. Not landlord, real estate agent. Was like, look, it's 20 years old. The lid's like blown off essentially, and it's running water. I've turned it off for the power meter. You need to come and essentially replace it. And they're like, yeah, we'll send a plumber around for emergency repair. I'm like, you need an emergency
You
replacement.
need to hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, so since it is an essential thing, I assume it will be getting replaced either tomorrow or
Yeah, you
before
don't
the end of the week.
I'd be ringing
Until
real
then, it's
estate
cold showers.
first thing. Fuck that. You're gonna have to cuddle together in the shower.
Go on, have to get a
Cold
bucket.
showers are legit. Until you've played footy,
How are you gonna? What's a bucket
You know
gonna
what the
do?
most annoying thing is? That we have to have cold showers in the 1 week where it's cold. It's
It's
like
not even
cold
that
this
cold.
week.
This is nice. This is
Oh, no,
This
it's
is a good
nice, but like it's
temperature.
cooler.
Yeah, until
Like,
you get
if it
in
was
the
like
cold
if
shower.
it was like mid-30s, I'd be like, no, we don't even need a hot
there
water
are small
system.
kids in Africa who would kill for a cold shower,
There's
Ryan.
small kids in Africa that Elon can feed.
Elon's about to fucking fix all world problems.
Feed them with some warm showers.
Dip into questions?
On a question time, can I press the button?
Yeah. It is.
Wait, Ryan, press the button. No, press
Uh,
the camera button.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is that 30 minutes already?
Let's say question time.
Question time with Ryan, Jeremy, and Kyle.
Oh wow, push to the back.
That's
Right.
the serious stuff out of the way. Let's get to the fun shit.
All right, who
wants to
goes
go?
first?
I'll go first. I got a good one.
Ah.
What is the most disgusting thing you would put in your mouth for 2 minutes for £1 million?
Wow.
The most disgusting thing I put in my mouth
Wow.
for £2 million for a minute?
I
For
would
2
put-
minutes?
For 2 minutes?
Literally anything.
Yeah, it's 2 million.
I
Mitch is pointing out his
He's
the rope on his pants. Yeah, I'll probably put
His
you got
chef pants from a full shift of Melbourne Cup day.
£1 million.
sweatiness.
I
That's
mean-
like what? $2.3 million?
$1 million
Hey,
pound. It's like
yeah.
fucking $10 billion a year.
Yeah.
Literally anything.
Yeah, literally anything.
Money talks.
Yeah, but what's the worst thing? Give us something.
I
don't know.
don't know, like Zuko's shit.
I feel like that's not bad. I feel like you could find worse.
What's something that's not going to kill me? I was going to say like some radioactive material, but
Nice.
don't want my jaw falling apart.
For 2 minutes. Yeah, I mean, like, there's not
A
a whole.
hobo's
There's
dick
there's not a
cheese.
lot I wouldn't do for $2 million. Just to say that.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
You want a question? I got
some-
one.
We got some sensitive.
Here we go. Listeners, use your imagination. What's the most disgusting thing you can think of? And there
Yeah.
you go. That's what
And
I
then
put in my
stick it in your mouth.
Do guys who wear tote bags on nights out pack baby wipes and undies in hopes of getting laid?
What's the undies for?
I mean,
I used to keep fingers in my fucking bum bag.
Isn't that what like 90%
That's
of
you're from
people have?
Blacktown.
I'm not from Blacktown.
That was from Talia.
Penrith
Shout out to
City,
Talia.
baby.
I'd say that, yeah, they probably do have. Well, I mean, wet wipes would be a good idea.
Probably.
I've been told keeping wet wipes in your bedside table if you're a
oh,
bit of a player is a good idea. Or baby wipes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been seeing a chick
Yeah.
who does that.
Just any kind of
Baby
wipes.
I mean, it's cleaner than a towel.
It's much cleaner than.
The only
towel.
problem is, I guess, you're then also hurting the environment by having baby wipes.
Baby wipes is a little stripper trick. I'm pretty sure. Yes, no. Well, my friend does.
What does?
My friend Heather also is her name. Amazingly, best and worst blind date you've ever had. Tinder, Bumble, etc.
I've got a good one.
Hit me.
So I was actually invited to this one off a friend of the show, NRL expert Aidan Boyle. We put in last names? Yeah, fucking why not?
Yeah.
Put in his
He
address.
rang me up one day and said he was currently on at that time on the date with a girl, and she invited him and any amount of friends he had to come to a
Oh, and I still didn't get the
Yeah.
invite.
you weren't single
Wow.
Christmas in July party. That like this girl was hosting with a bunch of her friends, and essentially all her and all the friends essentially all brought blind dates, or organized to bring blind dates. So that was, I think it was like 20 guys and 20 girls there, and it was just a massive like mingle.
Orgy.
Almost like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It sounds like a
I
fucking
didn't have any
orgy.
keys to leave in the bowl, let's just say that. But that was probably like one of the like strangest like off like he like invited me like the day before, and I had to go find a Christmas sweater in the middle of July
Yeah, true.
to go to this party. But that was a hoot. I met a lot of like really lovely people there that night.
So was that your best one?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I have shown up to a Tinder's house, and it definitely was not the chick in the fucking profile.
Oh, that's happened.
But-
That's
Is it the
happened
one? No, that's not the one I drove.
Oh, actually, that's a good one. Anyway, the one I was just talking about still got it done. That's all that matters.
Oh,
fucking-
thank God. I was worried there.
Oh, fuck. So we're at Cooley Hotel one night. Anyway, so I get a message from a chick, and I'm on. Fucking...
Is this at like 2? I want to say this is like 2 a.m.
Yeah, I know.
Something
We're
ridiculous.
watching fucking Wolf Mother or something at Cooley Hotel.
Fuck yeah.
I've paid Ryan to drive me to Broadbeach.
I was sitting at home in Pottsville, and I get a message come up on my phone. It's like, "Oh, we've got to pay you. Will you drive me to Broadbeach?" I'm like, I mean, I got nothing better to do.
I'm on. I need you to drive me.
Question: was it £2 million?
Oh, wish. Yeah, I'll put some weird shit in my mouth that night.
Ryan dropped me to Broadbeach, and then my best mate Luke had to come and fucking pick me up.
You made me wait down the road.
Oh, yeah, in
for like
case she was gonna
5 minutes.
fucking
He's
kill me. It was
"I
too
just
easy,
wanna
bro."
suss out to see if it's like dangerous. I'm like, okay, I'm just
Yeah, it was
sitting there
fucking sus.
in my car.
She was too good looking to be fucking hitting random dudes up at 2 a.m. But
Little flex.
got it done.
Ryan,
little
do
flex.
you have an answer for this?
I've never been on a blind date. You know what? Like, this isn't even really a date, but we went to what's that putt place in the valley?
Mermaid. Oh,
Holy moly!
Yeah, Holy Moly. When we went with the woman in question of tonight,
And and her friend.
Yeah, and her friend, and then you had to end up taking her home after like an hour because she was just too blind drunk.
Yeah.
which
And I was
one?
just
Your
stuck
friend
there.
or Jeremy's friend?
Jeremy's friend, and
Okay.
I was just stuck there in the valley with her, the woman in question's friend. We still ended up having a good time, but it was
Yeah.
just
Did you
one
get
of
it
those,
done?
like, no,
No.
I didn't.
Oh, boo.
No, she's a very
No,
lovely friend.
yeah, she's a good friend. She's a good
Okay,
friend
Okay,
of ours.
sorry, doesn't mean you can't get it done. Fuck.
Hey,
It's not all about getting it done,
yeah.
bro.
That's what a date is.
Well, my next question isn't really a question. I put up a picture of Jeremy saying, ask a question to feed him. And Sean said, I don't want to feed the dog. But then Indiana asked, do his ass be farting?
You do.
Which one?
It do.
You do.
It definitely do.
Yeah.
I've got one. Thoughts on Ruby Fields working at the Billy Nigel pub?
That's so sick.
This is going to be completely over the head for Kyle.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know who that is. That is so dope.
Local Aussie artist. That is insane that someone like that is working at like.
So
Just makes me
Hometown
want to go
pub.
to the pub.
is this a dude or a chick?
Yeah. I want to get a beer served by Ruby
She's a
Fields.
good, I
That
think.
would be
I,
so
think I don't know
dope.
if you'd like her, but she's a good knock.
So her music career's going really well then.
You,
It
you
is.
know,
Working
one's
at
music
Billy
career is
Nigel.
going well at the moment, dickhead.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's fire. That's so sick. I want to go down to the
Fun fact: I met a dude today. I'm working with a guy that used to who knows about the Billy Nigel pub, knows about Stew Bear,
It's getting big.
knows about Stew Bear, and knew about my old dog Sly Dog when he was alive.
That's sick. That's weird.
Yeah.
Small world.
And he was like, "Oh, do you know about Blue Dog?" I'm like, "Yeah, his name was Sly Dog. He used to be our dog until he started running away from the pub because Dad used to hang out there too much."
Do you want to talk about that trauma?
Wow,
no.
yeah,
It was healthy. It was
This
healthy.
is a
I
real
was also
traumatic.
hanging out with there most of the time, and I was like 6.
Aiden
I got
said,
one.
"That's
No.
my go."
No, it's my. Yeah,
You just
go
had
on,
it.
Yeah, whatever.
Aiden said Jeremy has a big heart and I love him.
Thank you, Aiden.
Joey Latz, shout out Joey Latz, said, "Are the Bulls the real deal this year?"
Yes, after today.
Chicago, but yeah, that's a good win.
We're going to Chi-Town, just so you know.
Chi-town.
Shout out to
You
Latsy.
are right.
Shout out to
You are
Latsy as
right.
well.
We got friends in Chicago that we're going to go see.
We got friends in Missouri that we got to go see.
Boom! The boys are doing a tour.
Um,
Yeah, they are the real deal.
Michael said lapdogs for life. And how do you survive in Australia with the constant threat of drop bears? It's hard.
I mean, I'm more worried about them having sex outside my bedroom because that's loud and annoying.
Yeah.
think we have-
Drop
we-
bears louder at making love than Ryan.
Yes.
Oh, depends on the drop bear, really.
Depends on the size of the drop bear.
Fair.
Depends if they're in heat.
Valid.
I've got one that says Jeremy's hostile taker of off-season vintage begins. I mean, this was originally my idea. We can date this back to February 2019. I have receipts of me and Kyle talking about starting a podcast. Ryan just stole my thunder.
Ryan just, yeah.
Then I
just
got
the people
asked
just
who's
want
my
me.
favorite out of Jamie and Rabby, my two sweet lovebirds.
Hey, these questions go out to all of us.
That I did set up.
Yeah.
I did set up these two lovely people. Rabby has been a best friend for a while. Mitch, you contributed, all right?
The first night, was that the night we went and saw The Room? I'm pretty sure that was that night,
Was
wasn't
it
it?
that night, really?
I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
was. One of
so
the greatest nights.
We went and watched The
one of the
Room
greatest
live
nights I've
viewing
ever
at
had.
UQ University.
One best dressed.
I'm saying
we won best dress. We
Jamie.
won a DVD of Goblins.
And then we went to a pirate party.
And we went to a
DVD.
pirate party.
Another party I wasn't invited to.
And, you know,
Left Mitch in the city.
I worked my charm on Jamie, and she very, very smartly turned me down for Rabbi. Because they're now engaged, and I live with them together, and I couldn't be happier for them too. So
which one's your favourite?
Oh, probably Rabbi, to be honest.
Don't worry,
Not
Jamie,
Sam. You guys probably Rabbi, Jamie, then Sam. Sam's my least favourite.
I'd probably say Jamie because she gives me Ventolins.
And she gives everyone drugs, yeah.
Ivermectin.
Who has the biggest wing wang in the group?
Probably Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say fucking. There's only one way to find out.
Is
We'll get
everyone
back.
listening? We'll come back.
We'll
with
send the
rules.
person pictures to who that was. I've seen mine, so
We'll send 3 different photos.
I haven't had a Yelp review under a 6 so far, so that's all right.
fucking flex.
This one is from Castor, who's right with us right now. If a Siamese twin commits a crime, do both go to jail?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, they're connected, right? Siamese twins connected?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Fucking hope they both go to jail.
Like you can't. How can you not keep the other
No,
person?
one stands on one side of the bars, the other stands on the other.
Yeah, that one's technically an accomplice, right?
It's like, you're allowed to leave whenever you want. I can't.
I got a question from Cooper. How good was Mount Gravat's 2021 hooker? He was the hooker, but I'm going to say Chubbs. Chubbs is probably the better hooker.
Ooh,
Nah, that feels nah. Cooper's a good boy.
bit of drama.
Love that boy. He's got a mullet as well.
Doesn't matter, Mount
Shout
Gravat's
out.
trash. Said
Hey,
it.
you're going to be the sponsorship for us next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Beef. Who do you verse? Who's your biggest rival?
What is it? Park Ridge Mustangs?
So we're sponsoring them.
You're going to support the Mustangs. You're going
Yeah.
to do this to
Go
me.
the Mustangs.
You're going to do this to
Woo!
me in the NRRL
Mustangs till I
and now
die.
in the Brisbane Rugby League.
What's the biggest individual win you've had on pokies, horses, or sports bet?
Pokies, it was $700, and that was with Tim. We won at the
Wow.
Ocean Shorts Country Club.
Yep.
For horses, I think I won like a $400 one once. Not on the cup though, so don't hate me.
Yeah.
And then sports bet, I think, was probably like 600 or something on some stupid multi.
Okay. Well, I'm going to flex on you hard. Pokies was 11.5 grand with Torren. Shout out to Torren at Kingswood Hotel. Horses, Jamie and I won, I think it was 6,500 at Everest, the first Everest. And sports, was probably when Neds were fucking up their odds and they had Kemba Walker to get a double paying like 100 to 1 and Kemba Walker to get a triple paying like 20 to 1. So we just had fucking $20 on the double.
Double.
So
So
they kept fucking it up for a few weeks. Like, yeah.
fair enough.
So yeah, probably like 2,000.
Ryan, your biggest win, like $4?
Ryan, what's your biggest win on the horses?
No idea. Never won. Never bet.
Wait, do you want us? Biggest win. That's the biggest win you can have. Not betting on the
Not
horses.
betting
Good
on
work.
industry that kills horses.
I love the
No,
animals.
you still went to the races. You're a
Okay.
dog.
Yeah.
Pokies was that night at the casino when we were in Brizzy and I won the major, I think it was, or something like that. And you guys fucking hated me because I was putting in like 50 cents.
Oh yeah, Ryan's betting fucking like 50
$1
cents.
bets to get a
Me and
mate.
Sam are smacking fucking like
50s.
$20 bombs, and fucking there Ryan is getting like $900.
Yeah, everyone's seething. And then on
And
a
then,
multi, probably like, I don't know, $600. I'm pretty sure I won on a multi once.
Nice.
Yeah, classic.
I also, back to our thing last week about conspiracy theories, I fucking did some research. So, you know how there's that conspiracy that Walt Disney's body is frozen?
It is.
Yeah.
That's why they created a movie Frozen. So when you type in Disney Frozen, it comes up with the movie instead of conspiracies about him being
What if
frozen.
you search up Walt Disney Frozen?
It's still going to come up with the fucking movie.
I feel like that's not why they made Frozen.
That is
That's
exactly
not-
why they made Frozen.
okay, so it has nothing to do with the fact that it's like an actual like
Children's, like-
Don't take
children's,
this
yeah,
from me.
from the Nordic region of the world.
Don't
Carly's-
take this from me.
Here we go. Controversial
look at
topic.
that.
Movie, Disney
No,
Frozen.
do not scroll past
Broadway
the first
music.
result.
You never go to the first
the
one. It's
first-
For the
Wikipedia.
listeners, Kyle just looked up Disney Frozen. The first thing that came up was
No,
is
it
Walt
wasn't.
Disney
I did
Frozen.
Walt Disney Frozen.
Walt Disney body frozen question.
Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story, Kyle.
Exactly, boom.
Controversial topic: is horse racing cruel and need to be
Oh, for
banned?
fuck's sake.
That was asked by Matt.
Go back to the first fucking part of the podcast, you
Yeah,
Special
I don't
man.
agree with it. The boys get around.
Who
it.
is this?
That was Matt Thackeray.
Oh, shut the
Yeah,
fuck up.
because he knew it'd be
Matt
juicy.
Thackeray. Fuck him. Who is Matt Thackeray?
Wow.
You can't, yeah,
Kid in.
all I'd
Me,
say is you probably can't stop the industry to a complete halt.
you know what? Me and Matt built a church together in the Solomons, just saying. Couple of good island boys. Island
Not
boys.
singing that song.
It had to come up.
But I believe the nut to the cup argument would be a whole lot stronger if people with that with every race.
Exactly. I want to see
I'd
you
say-
posting up to horse races every day.
100%. I get behind it if they do it
I
every
mean,
day.
most of these people, like most of the main people that make these pages do.
And then I want you to see you fucking rescue a couple of horses.
It's pretty expensive.
This one's from Anna. Talked about her earlier. Candles. To
Am I your
mood.
best girlfriend ever?
She was the nicest one, definitely, and yes. Candles to mood/situation recommendations.
Oh, fat.
Currently in the moment, I think in my room I've got like sandalwood. I kind of like the really earthy tones.
Yeah, earthy
like
like
my
trees.
bedroom.
Yeah, I got tropical at the moment, like Hawaiian and that.
Yeah.
My only problem with like floral ones is it kind of reminds me a lot of like
Hawaii.
toilets
Spam.
and like
Yeah, I feel as
toilet
though
scents.
tropical ones are very much bathroom and
Mm.
toilet shared space. Something that can be really overpowering to really disguise a lot of the
Okay
nasty
then.
smells.
Yeah, I like cozy ones for the room.
I like
Cozy.
vanilla. Vanilla is also a hot favorite of mine, or coconut.
I do love vanilla.
Like a...
Lavender is also very, yes, Mitch.
Yuck.
Lavender incense. I love
Lavender's-
using lavender
yeah.
incense.
Yuck.
Lavender's great for when you want to relax.
Incense now.
Lemongrass.
when you wanna
Lemongrass is
chill.
also good. They're
Put
like,
on a good album.
I find they're really good for shared spaces and like open areas more.
Yeah, right.
Get around
Um,
candles.
And
Keep an
that's
eye out for
regard-
our
for,
off-season
for
vintage
mood, I
candle
guess.
rain.
What one would you classify for like
A little bit of a saucy.
A saucy evening.
occasion?
Or...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't think Still Yes Housemate's incense is a scent, but
I've got a...
That wasn't for anything like that. That was when I got home one night and I was like, I didn't want to listen to an album. And then I was like, I want to make my room smell nice. I was like, incense.
If I'm getting a bit saucy, what is the one I've got? It's like fucking caramel something.
yeah, sweet.
Sweet.
But
Yeah,
it's also one of the
something
ones
sweet.
that you can fucking pour all over her.
What,
him.
I mean, you can
Whatever
pour
you're into.
a candle wax over anyone.
Yeah,
if
just
you
pour
really
candle
want.
wax.
Yeah, what's the
As
fucking...
long as they consent.
Oh, whatever.
As long as they consent. Yeah, that's a great
Oh,
part.
right. Well, we love
Okay,
that. Why is
right.
that funny?
What?
Why is consent
What's
funny?
funny about consent?
Consent. Consent. Jesus Christ.
And
I'm glad everyone else in the room got it.
Oh,
God, look what I have to put up with.
Beep that out.
I saw that question right.
Ask the question. I got none left.
Where do flies go at night?
I know what's the pun you got for this
Oh.
one.
I don't have a pun for that one.
I don't know. Where do they go?
I don't know. Probably buzz around, like fly around. Yeah, just go and sniff some shit.
How annoying is a fucking mosquito bar when it's fucking buzzing around your ear?
Yeah, at night when you're just like,
I turn the aircon on to fuck it off.
it like goes away for a bit, and then like a couple of minutes later, you just get the
And then you can't fall asleep because it's there.
ear.
Then you can't put your foot out because you know it's going to eat your foot.
And here we go, another one about Elon. Why don't well, I actually wrote this? Why don't Elon Musk's give me $1 million? It's loose change for him. What's she spell?
Why should he, firstly?
Why don't Elon Musk's give me $1 million? It's lose change for him.
Who wrote that? Please call them out.
And Gabby.
Probably because you can't spell.
Yeah, but like,
'Cause he
just
worked hard for his
send us
money.
your net bank details.
I mean, he
and,
doesn't
I'll
work
s- I'll-
hard. He
I'll
has
tweet
workers
him.
that he underpays and
Yeah,
doesn't
but
make
he's
go to the
worked hard
bathroom.
for his money.
You know who do
Yeah.
work hard? The horses.
And they get paid and treated
know
like
who-
fucking
you know who
royalty.
does
They do
work
not
hard?
get paid.
The
They
consent.
can send.
What are you talking about? Winks is fucking royalty.
But he doesn't get paid, does he? The owners get paid.
He gets paid in a
Paid
lot of
in
fucking
Green grass.
yeah
Not getting whipped.
food.
He gets paid in getting whipped.
He gets to have sex with lots of mares.
I don't know what the mayors of cities have to do with horse racing.
This needs to end real quick.
I've got a question. This is the question I wanted to ask prior to this to get some answers. But what are some red flags?
Oh yeah.
What are some red flags that you can list of your own gender? So what are some gender,
Red hair.
flags that we
Lynx
think in other
body
men?
spray.
Red hair.
Red hair.
Sorry, Mitch.
For me, I don't want to attack my roommate right now,
No.
but guys who listen to the Joe Rogan podcast,
Gosh.
I mean, I will admit I think found that early episodes when he wasn't so cooked as he is now, with like kind of
Actually,
funny
I've been getting right into Joe Rogan when he was on Fear Factor. I've been watching old Fear Factor.
when he had hair.
Yeah.
Back when he wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
Although one thing that good has come from the Joe Rogan podcast is that gorilla video, meme video.
Yeah.
I will show it to you after. It's
Okay,
good
that's cool.
sniff.
I'm uncultured.
I'd say that. I'd also say
Drinking every weekend on your Instagram.
drinking. If all you're doing is posting on Instagram is you drinking with your same
With
like
the boys.
four mates,
The buddies.
that's a red flag for me.
Just pictures of your coffee saying hustle.
Yeah, of just coffee. Yeah,
I'd
there's
say,
guys who are into drop shipping.
Always checking
Drop
sports bet.
shipping's a big one, yeah.
Always checking sports bet on your phone.
Yeah, sports bet fucking updates.
Guys who wear bloke advice merch.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, yeah, sure, they do some good, but fuck me, the rest of that audience in that group is just toxic as fuck.
That's fair. Blokes that mansplain, Ryan.
So basically, mansplaining.
What is mansplaining?
Ryan got upset when I called him out on it. He
Yeah,
reckons
because
he
you
wasn't
called
doing
me
it.
out for mansplaining how American sports work when like 90% of our listeners don't follow American sports. Just
90% of our listeners are Americans.
Just because you know how it works doesn't mean they all know how it works.
Explain it to us, Ryan.
It wasn't how you explained it; it was the tone you explained it.
Yeah,
That's
because
how
that
I
was a
said-
joke. Because I was at my brother's house and he was like, "You don't actually explain how
You were at
anything
my
of these
house.
sports work."
Are we fuck? We're not meant to fucking explain them.
What?
That's not how this
Well,
works.
he did.
You know, that's why I did it really sarcastically for that one episode.
Okay. Should equestrian still be a sport, Ryan?
No,
What about show jumping?
no. How are you expecting my answer to change?
Just wondering.
What, you don't agree with this one horse type sports? That means you defend all these other ones, right?
Should dog shows be dog shows?
I mean, dogs aren't dying at dog shows, are they?
I mean, honestly, if there was a
I don't know.
human
Shut up,
version of a
man.
dog
What was
show-
that?
What's the human version of a dog show where guys or females
What
could
a-
like just
what
prance
a-
around and
what a catwalk.
run up ramps?
Yeah, America's Next Top Model.
Yeah,
RuPaul's
but
Drag
they're not
Race.
running. They're not running up ramps and going through tubes.
I've definitely seen that episode.
I've seen Lara
Bingle
Bingle fall over. There was another one that I was going to ask you, Ryan. Oh yeah, in one of your earlier Faxtories, you spoke about cockroach racing.
Yeah, cockroach racing.
Is that against the
Uh,
animal's will? And
Well, considering
fucking
I've never
shouldn't be
actually
around?
thought about cockroach racing again, I wouldn't say I really support it.
Out of sight, out of mind, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's a straight white man way to live.
Wow, wow. We're going home now. I'm fucking out of here.
Bye.
You just end it so abruptly like that. It's just like with Ryan saying it's a white guarded way to live.
Thank you for coming in, Jeremy. We greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.